angle zoom. There we go. Leaving it like that. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Lebanon Senior Center. It's our Chair Sheet Tuesday morning group. And happy Tuesday to you. We will get started with our Chair Sheet. If it's your first time joining us, take it easy. This is a different kind of exercise. You will find that you're not going to break out with a big sweat probably, but you are still exercising. So there might be movements your body's not used to doing. So do it gently at first. So you might do shorter stretches and smaller movements at first as your body gets used to things. As you warm up, you can certainly do a fuller range of motion. We want you to take it easy at first just so you don't move too quickly and maybe get an injury or aggravate an old injury. Just be gentle on your body at first. You can always do a little more next time you join us if you don't feel as much that your body did work as you would like it to. Some of the exercises benefit your body because of the repetition and really focused use of muscle and just working against gravity in our own bodies is sometimes more of a workout than we think it is. So come on in, pull up a chair, and we'll get started. We do start with some breathing exercises. A big part of Chair Chi and Tai Chi in general is connecting our breathing to our movement, really connecting the mind, body, and spirit. And that's what we're going to do today. So take a deep breath in. And let it out. And when you take those big deep breaths there, you want your whole chest cavity to move. Good job. Just a few more. All right, let's bring our hands together. We're going to bring them up and down. Turn it forwards, push it away, and bring it back in. Repeat that process. We're going to push up. Those hands come apart all the way back down to our sides. Let's go ahead and do a little gentle shoulder roll. You can start small at first. Gentle shoulder rolls. Now always bring it back forward. You can make them bigger if you're feeling really like, yeah, it feels so good. I really want to roll that shoulder this morning, really wake it up. You can do a little one and then the other. There you go. Good job. Of course, we can't forget our hands. We'll bring those back together and we're going to go ahead and stretch out our fingers, our wrist, the ligaments, the tendons, all those soft tissues that are so important. In the other direction. We're going to stack up. Yep, in Chair Chi, what we do to one side of the body, we always try to make sure we do both sides. Creating that balance and harmony. Right now, we're just linked our fingers and we're pulling, creating your own resistance. You're pulling your shoulders, the back of your neck. All right, we're going to twist it the other way, link those fingers and pull. Again, you're creating your own resistance. If you only want a little resistance, just do a gentle pull. If you're really ready for something a little bit more potent, really get in there and like you're trying to pull those fingers apart here. Ooh, I can feel it in my shoulders today. All right, Relax those hands back down. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and let our chins fall towards our chest. Don't try to force your neck to go further. Just relaxing it, let gravity do the work. And we're going to gently roll to one side. Roll back the other. Nice slow motion, breathing in. And breathing out when you go back. And back to the center. And lift your head up. Hi again. And we're gently going to let it go to one side. Again, just like gravity do the work. Don't try to force your head. If you want a little more resistance, you can just set your hand on your head. We're not pulling. We're not trying to cause extra tension in our body. Just relax. Who knew relaxing could be so hard? It's hard because we don't allow ourselves to do it that often. And back up. And let it go to the other side. Again, relax into it. And when you're ready, put that hand on the head. There you go. Perfect. Your head can come back up. All right, let's sweep right arm across our chest. We're going to hug our elbow to us. You pat yourself on the shoulder if you need some encouragement. You showed up to an exercise class today. Good job. Good for you. Doing a little self-care, taking the initiative. Pass that right arm down. Now we're going to do it with the same thing with the left. Bring the left arm across the body. Hug that to you. Now you can congratulate the other side for showing up for class too. Not the easiest thing in the world to find motivation to get up in the morning to go to an exercise class. I know, I understand, but you're doing it. Even with no one maybe around to watch you, to encourage you, to notice, we notice. Good job. More importantly, you'll know later when you start feeling good, start feeling energized. So we're doing that reach across the body again. Instead of going for our other shoulder, we're heading opposite knee. So opposite hand, opposite knee. And you're going to twist. If you want a little more leverage, I enjoy a little more leverage in this one. Really stretch my lower back. I'll hold on to the back of my chair. And you can twist. And relax back to the front. Other side. And relax back to the front. Good job. You're doing excellent this morning. Hopefully you're beginning to feel powerful and strong. I'm going to slide forward on my chair just a little bit. I need to put some more of the next part of my lower body on me to actually do the stretches and not just the chair doing some of the work. So I scoot forward and I'm stretching my right leg out in front of me. There's my toes, get them on camera. You can have your foot at a 90-degree angle, or you can point your toes, whichever you're more comfortable with. And if you haven't got your socks on yet this morning, this is your chance to go say good morning to your toes. They're all the way down there and we're heading for them. We are going to be stretching down towards our foot. Make sure you're breathing throughout the process. Just because we're exercising and just because we're stretching out doesn't mean we stop breathing, okay? This is a very important time. Your body needs that oxygen. So when you're ready, we're going to stretch down. You only make it as far as your knee or shin. That's okay. Good job. Some of us only get that far. Sometimes we have to have a false start. You know, we'll work our way into it in the morning. Things are sore, things are tight. Maybe arthritis is bothering you today. Just start small. As your body adjusts and relaxes, you might find you can stretch even further and get all the way to those toes or that ankle. Listen to your body. You stretch your body out. It's not a competition. Showing up, doing a little bit each day, that's the good stuff. Slowly start working your way up. Want to make sure you're moving slow on your way back up. Give your blood pressure a chance to equalize. Take a nice deep breath. Start seeing spots or stars. That's your blood pressure. That's, you know, take it slow and easy. Let your body adjust. You just had your heart down low over your body. All right, when you're ready, we're going to stretch out the left leg. Just like before in front of us. This time, instead of stretching down the right leg, we're going to stretch down the left. So when you're ready, you can start working your way down. If you need to give yourself a little brace, if you're balance challenged, that's why I've got my hand on my right knee. If you're feeling very confident, you can certainly stretch down with both. We're heading down to that left ankle. And you might have to take a pause part way. Just take a break, let your body relax into it. For a moment, you might find you can stretch out even further. Just find that spot and relax into it. Feel that stretch. Your back, your hips, all the way down your leg. Working our way back up. Deep breath in. Good job. All right. Let's continue down the leg. We're going to wake up our ankles down. So I'm seated with my knees kind of at a 90-degree angle here. We're going to come up onto our toes and back down. Up on those toes and back down. Up, down, up, back down. Good job. It almost creates a soothing, rocking motion, right? Lifting those heels up off the floor. As you're lifting the heels, when you get to kind of the apex, the top of getting those toes up off the floor, the heels as high as they'll go, you can give those calf muscles a little bit of a squeeze. Start off gently at first. You can get more aggressive about it as they loosen up. Just you want to start easy so you don't get a sudden spasm or a leg cramp. Those wouldn't be fun. You don't want to shock the body because you're exercising. Ease into it. do one more, nice squeeze, and down. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and continue this train of thought. We're going to move our legs forward just an inch or two. And when you're ready, we're going to lift our toes up into the air. So this time the heel stays on the floor and the toes come up. There you go. Really good. If you're a visual person, you can think about trying to get your toes to touch the sky or get those toes to come back and touch your shin. It's not really going to happen. I know. Just goals, something to try to think about while you're trying to get the body to do what you want it to do. Sometimes we need to visualize what we want. All right, let's do one more. Stretch your back and down. Good job. All right, bringing those feet back in under me here a little bit. So my knees are back at a 90-degree angle. My feet are flat on the floor. This time we're going to lift the leg. So my right leg's coming up into the air and back down. Guess what we're going to do with the left leg? And back down. There you go. And we're going to do this controlled. So try not to hear your foot make a sound when it touches the floor. And if you can get your knee all the way up to your head, well, good on you. If you're getting it just an inch or two off the floor, that's amazing also. We all start where we start. We're just warming up those hips, warming up our muscles here in our quads, because we're about to do some even deeper exercises here. Haha. Really work those legs. Let's do one more on each side. And good job. All right, we do want you to find a nice stable spot on your chair. So make sure it's when you feel good about. Some people like to hold on to their chair for the next couple of exercises. Some people just keep their posture nice and straight and stay balanced. So you know where you're at and you know how you feel. So you adjust how you need to adjust. Again, we're going to stretch out our right leg in front of us. When you're ready for the first exercise, we're going to lift it up off the floor and we're going to do some ankle rolls. Oh, I know, not so intimidating, but we are going to roll those ankles just a little bit to the right, to the left, whichever direction. All right, we'll put that foot back down. Now, it's going to get a little serious. We're going to do our anti-gravity leg lift. So we call it our anti-gravity leg lift because once we lift our leg in the floor or off the floor, you lift it into the floor. Lift our leg off the floor. Our goal is to keep it in the air and not touch the floor until we're completely done with our exercise here. We're going to lift it in the air. We're going to slowly lower it toward the ground, but not touch, and immediately lift it back up. Now, sounds easy until you do it a couple of times and your leg gets tired. If you do get tired, feel free to stop, take a break. You can rejoin us, or just finish a little earlier this time and work your way up to sticking it out and keeping up with us over time. Some of our charity folks have been with us for over 2 years now. I lift it up, I'm lowering down and back up. So, some folks can keep at it much longer than others. But they are an amazing group of people who are a testament to finding ways of staying fit, no matter how old you are, no matter what your body's been through. There's always something you can do to encourage your body to do that exercise component for your overall wellness. Do 2 more if you got them in you. 1 And 2, really holding it there and slowly, slowly, slowly lowering it down. Whew. Good job. You can bring that right leg back under. You can give it a little pat if you need to. All right, now what we did with one side, we've got to do to the other. So you're halfway there. Good job. All right, so this left leg of mine is going to come up in the air, and I'm going to do those ankle rolls. Some forward, some backwards. Just like to alternate it. What can I say? Mix it up. All right, we'll lower that leg back down. All right, you ready? Okay, here we go. Lift that leg up. Lowering it back down toward the ground, but not touching. Lifting it back up again. Lowering. Lifting it up. Yeah, the best things to remember is even if you're doing exercise for 5 minutes, even if you do 3 pieces, it's more than just sitting on the couch, right? You can space movement throughout your day. All right, one more. Nice big lift. And let it go gently down. There you go. Yeah, a lot of these exercises you could do while watching your favorite TV show, hanging out, reading a book, take a break once in a while. Ah, all right. So we're feeling fit and trim now, right? Okay, so let's just move on. Give our legs a little bit of a break. We'll come back to our core here. Oh, let's see. I was going to start with something. I think you guys need to feel a little bit powerful today. So I remembered last week, the week before, that we hadn't done punches in a long time. So let's go ahead and work on some of these because I don't know, it always makes me feel empowered. And I think some of our seniors, when they're in class with me, get a kick out of it as well. So I'm gonna bring our fist up, kind of like shoulder level here. All right, and we're gonna swing our left fist up, kind of a nice 90-degree here, like bicep curl. We're gonna block. So if we were getting attacked by a horde of ninjas, we're gonna block an attack. And then you've got choices. We're gonna throw a punch, and you can do it with a fist, you can do it with a tiger claw, or you can do it with the snake or arrow. Okay. So then you're going to reach across with the right and punch. We're going to come block on the right side now and punch across with the left. Block, punch, block, punch. And of course, at any given moment, you can switch up and do a different hand position. I think it's fun to do a different one each time. Make sure. Stretch your fingers. Move your hand a different way, which is good, especially if you've got arthritis, not to hold it in the same position for a long period of time. All right. Do one more punch on each side. There you go. Bring it back down here. And now we're going to go ahead and bring our chi ball. So in chair chi and tai chi, we believe our energy comes from our core. Form of chi, it's our energy. In class, we bring it out. And the first thing we do is show it off to our neighbors. So we twist it from side to side to kind of let everybody know where we're at. Some people have a little bit of energy. Some people have a lot of energy. And that's okay. Wherever you're at today, hopefully you've finish this exercise class so and feel a little bit more energized, a little more spunky. So we're just rotating it side to side. We can start changing the hands we carry it in. So we carry it to one side, one hand, rotate it, carry it back the other way. Connecting that breathing to the movement. Very important, very good. All right, as you bring it back to this direction, we're going to take that top hand and brush down past our knees, lifting our hand back up. Bring your other arm over the top, brush past our hand, past the knees. And we are brushing some horses' manes and tails out here. Lifting the hair up, brushing it out. Up. Brush out. And if your shoulders don't really like doing the big movement, you can bring it smaller. You know, we start somewhere, so maybe this is about the size you can do today. This is your reach. That's perfectly good. You're moving. You're lubricating that shoulder. Sometimes we have to remind our bodies what they're capable of. We have to work our way up to those bigger movements. All right, bring this hand across and we're going to stop there and hold our hand perpendicular, our top hand perpendicular to the bottom hand. That top hand's going to start moving across. The bottom hand will follow, and then they're going to trade off, come back the opposite direction. And we're really twisting our core as we do this. And this, of course, can transition into you becoming the wind, and you're really pushing any clouds out of the sky. You want to make a beautiful cloudless day, so you got to keep chasing those clouds away, pushing them out of the area, sending them somewhere else. And this gets as big again, or as small as you want it to, where you get to be a little artistic in your movement. All right, and let's come bring those hands back to the top of our legs. Good job. Feeling pretty good about that? That's excellent. All right, so we're doing a very short story here. We're just doing some fun movements with a little bit of narrative. So if you just woke up, you were a bear and you just woke up after hibernating, you'd be so hungry, right? So I want to hear you growl like your tummy's rumbling. I have some really good bear growlers in our in-person class, so you need to step up that game. You don't think I can hear you? I can't. So you need to growl louder. All right, I'll take it. Okay, so you got that nice growl on, and you are hungry for some fatty salmon. So you've got to go jump in that cold river, a cold stream. You've got to do a little bit of a swim here. Got to get to the best fishing spot. So, you know, these little movements might be doing okay, but if you can really get in there and stretch and reach and rotate those shoulders and be powerful, powerful hungry bear mode. There you go. And of course, you know, If you're a fisherman out on this body of water and you see this hungry bear coming, you might decide you don't want to sit around and share the fishing spot. So you'll need to pick up those oars and you're going to need to row to get out of there. You're trying to be quiet about it, but you want every stroke of those oars to get you further away from that bear. So you rotate backwards, think about pinching those shoulders blades together in the back, reaching forward together, rotate to the back. There you go. You can get your core into it a little bit. You can lean back a little, lean forward a little. Really think about rowing your boat away. All right, one more stroke. Good job. All right. When you come to Chair Chi, you also get to finish our time together with a little massage. So we come back to the head and you can, knead it like it's bread. You can pat it. You can rub it. Whatever feels good. Just really get in there with your fingers and acknowledge it. We work our way down our face. Want to stimulate circulation even in our face, all the way out to our skin. Encourage that blood flow and the oxygenation of our skin. It's our first line of defense. So we want to keep it healthy, right? All right. We work our way to our collarbone. And we return to that, one of those stretches in the beginning, reaching across our body, hugging that elbow in. If you've got any knots in your shoulder, it's a good time to get back there and work them out a little bit. Work your way down your arm. Back up your arm. We're going to do this twice. And of course, we've got to go the other direction. So we're going to swing the arm the other way. Get in there on the other shoulder. Work out any knots that you might have hiding in there. And work your way down your arm on that side as well. And back up. Back to the collarbone, down our sides, our tummy. Hey, my cat likes it. All right, and then we're going to stretch out our right leg again. This time, working our way down the leg. Back up the leg. And back up. Doing that twice. You can spend a little extra TLC on a knee or an ankle if you'd like to. Bring that leg back in. Of course, you've got to do the other leg. Stretch out the left leg. And we're going to work our way down that leg. And back up the leg. Stop and giving my knee a little extra attention. Good job. And work that leg back in. And we're going to close with some breathing exercises as well. So in the beginning, we did 6 whole breaths. We're going to do 3 whole breaths, and then we're going to break it up a little bit. We're going to do some controlled breathing in and out. I reference blowing up balloons and letting air out of balloons in increments. Your best to follow along. Just keep breathing, okay? Deep breath in and out. All right, this time we're gonna blow up the balloon. Three parts. All right, this time we're gonna breathe in deep to fill up the balloon, and then we're gonna let it out in three parts. Really try to push all the air out of your lungs on the last one. Three more whole breaths. All right, everyone, that's it for class today. You guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you back here for another chair sheet class next Tuesday, or maybe on Thursday for our other exercise program, strength and mobility. We'll see you guys later. Be well. Bye-bye.